We are here. How are we feeling?
I'm a little nervy, yeah, to be honest.
How late do you guys think you'll stay up tonight reading?
I don't think I'm sleeping. I'll sleep tomorrow.
I'll sleep tomorrow. Cami?
I don't have that luxury.
Yeah, it feels like you have a child. It's so pretty!
Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at the sprayed edges. They're way better than I thought.
Alright, are you okay if I scan it?
Oh yeah, no, you're fine, sorry.
It's so pretty. It's not as thick as I thought. Like it looks
It's
less
about
thick.
like the same as Fourth Wing, I think she said.
It better come out on Audible soon. So I can like really zoom through it. Lock in.
I was the option right here.
Print.
There you go. Print here.
What does it have in it?
It's a bookmark, a sticker, and this cute pin. So
I love a good pin.
I can add it with my other Fourth Wing pin. Thank you so much. You too. Let's see it. I'm not ready. I like how Leia just stoked about the goodie bag. Can you see me? Oh my gosh, we got it. We got Onyx Storm and I'm freaking out. I'm so excited. It is currently 10:30. That took forever for us to get our books. But I am so freaking excited. I'm going home immediately and starting this. I'm debating on if I stop at a gas station or not to get a couple snacks. I'm debating, but I think I have a lot at home, so I think I'll be fine. But I am immediately starting this, and we're vlogging the whole gosh dang thing, and I'm so excited!
I'm walking slowly, I'm taking my time. All I like talking is starting to rhyme. I just can't get enough of this beautiful life. Forgive me all you can of this beautiful life.
Alright, it is time, and I am so nervous right now. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling that this is about to be literally such an emotional roller coaster, and I don't know if I'm ready yet, but I have to be. I have to be ready. It's going to take literally every single bit of my capabilities to not skip to the end to read it, or like skim through some things, because I really want to know what happens, but I just can't. So, from page 1, we're going to go to the ones who don't run with the popular crowd, the ones who get caught reading under their desks, the ones who feel like they never get invited, included, or represented. Get sure that others become dragons. And I'm already gonna cry. A side note, this is new. They have basically like a key for whose everyone's signet is. And then it tells us, that's actually really fun. I like that they did that. Because I feel like that's always like the confusing part, is remembering whose everyone's dragon is and everything. So that's kind of nice. I love. Who's Queen Maria? Do we know her? The Queen of Poramel? However you say that. Let me look at this map really fast. That must mean that we are going to meet her in this one. Okay, I need to start now.
5 hours later.
As I have experienced with basically every time I've read one of her books, the pages have so many words, so it's taking me forever. But first 3 chapters, great. The dynamic between her and Xaden is interesting. And I also, I kind of had predicted that potentially, like, Xaden being Venin was going to, like, affect his bond with everyone. But it sounds more of it being, like, self-inflicted in the fact that Sigil won't talk to him, which I think is interesting. The whole Venin stuff is just intriguing, but it sounds like they're gonna leave, so I guess we'll find out. I also feel like we're about to meet Hayden, so we'll see how this goes. I'm very intrigued. I am on chapter 10, and they're about to go into a battle that they shouldn't be going into, so I fear that this is probably not going to end well.
So it's 1:47 a.m.
Yeah.
And we're documenting this.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to be doing that.
We definitely need to be doing.
I don't think we do.
Absolutely. How many people do you think are about to die?
What? Why would people be dying in your fantasy novel?
A lot of people die in my fantasy novel.
Why? What's the point?
They're at war.
Okay, and?
People die in war.
Yeah, well, people die in the war, but It's a fiction fantasy war. No one dies in Harry Potter. I guess some people do.
A lot of people do.
No.
Yes.
Gandalf.
That's not even Harry Potter.
The guy that looks like Gandalf.
I don't even know who Gandalf is.
The old guy with the phoenix.
Are you talking about Dumbledore?
Dumbledore. That's what we were looking for, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. My biggest prediction, and I was feeling so confident in it, was that Violet was gonna be a distance wielder. But freaking no, Garrick is a distance wielder. I knew someone had to be one, at least. At least I had that. But I was so confident that it was gonna be Violet. You know, it's fun being wrong, but also I want to get one of my theories right, and now I'm feeling not confident in any of them based off of how the story is going. So I'm on page basically 100 right now, so we still have a lot of book to go. Yeah, I still have a long ways to go. Okay, it is the next morning. It's currently like 11. I slept in. I stayed up until like 3 yesterday, so I read for like 3 hours, and I only made it to page 128. So I'm reading less than 50 pages an hour, which is normally how fast I read. So I am moving slow. I want to finish this book today, but I'm not feeling promising due to the fact that it took me 3 hours to read barely over 100 pages. But so far, I'm liking it. I feel like there's a lot going on, but like we're not getting a lot of places, if that makes sense. I feel like we're just kind of like in this like circle of like waiting for them to leave on this quest that they have. So I'm just kind of waiting for them to get there, to get to that point. But it sounds like we're getting there. So we will see. I am not liking Atos. Truly, he can go jump off a cliff. I said that there needs to be a villain. I did. But he is pissing me off. Villain accomplished. He is so annoying. I find him to be unbearable. And the fact now, this whole like some little tiny plot of Xaden being a professor and now they can't date is just kind of funny to me. I'm like, that's so outrageous and random, but sure, let's go with that. I knew it! I knew it! Halden is her ex. To be fair, I can't say that I came up with that fully by myself. I saw it on TikTok. However, the fact that it was confirmed, shocking. But the fact that he's a dick, news to me. Cheated on her? Yeah, he can go die in a hole, actually. I'm obsessed with this. And then the fact that Xaden just absolutely smashed him with the shadows. I love it. It's so good. Feels good to have that right, though. Listen, I'll be the first to say that the amount of people I want to literally throttle in this book is just absurd. We have Halden. He can go jump off a cliff. Atos can go unalive himself. We have it's not Aurora, but it looks kind of like that. Ara's. Yeah, no, she sucks. Grady, clueless son of a B word, and I hate him. Why does everyone make me want to punch a hole in the wall? Why is everyone annoying?
A few moments later.
Oh, thank goodness. I've never been so excited for 2 people to die. Grady, dead. Ara chick, gone. Thank freaking goodness. Okay, I'm on chapter... What chapter am I on, actually? Wasn't paying attention. 20. I'm on chapter 20 on page 176. I just love Violet because I love in this book seeing her become... Oh my gosh. I love seeing her in this book become so competent, and like I love sassy Violet. Like I love that she is literally staring at Halden, the crowned prince, and Markham, however you say his name, the head of the scribes, and then we also have Atos, and she's like, I'm doing what I want, shut up, and do what I say. I mean, iconic. As someone who says she doesn't want to be a leader of anything, she's doing pretty dang good, so. Not freaking Xaden calling her his wife. Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm gonna be honest, he uses the word consort, and I had to Google it to make sure that I knew what that meant. But it does mean, like, spouse or wife. I was not expecting that. This is taking so many twists and turns, but I would like to let you know that I predicted from the beginning that they were going to be going to the Isles. That was going to be, like, a huge part of this whole book, and that is where they are right now. So I would like to say that at least I got that right. But he called her his wife. So Eric just coming being like, I'm gonna be the royal representative, iconic. But then Haldon being like Violet promising that she won't let anything happen to him. If Eric dies, however you say his name, I'm gonna be so pissed. I love him. Also, side note, do we think there was a romance between her and Eric? Because she mentioned that no one knew about the second relationship that she was in, and I need to know who the second person was that she's been in a relationship with. That would be the tea. That would be the tea. But also maybe she just sees him as a little brother. I'm not quite sure. I haven't really felt out the vibes yet. I am like 50% of the way done with the book. I'm on page 263 at the beginning of chapter 30. So I think that that's about pretty close to halfway. This is interesting. I have to say, her dad's from the Isles, isn't he? He's from the Isles. He could be a royal from the Isles even. That could work. There's definitely a connection to them though. He knows too much about them for there not to be, you know? So I'm feeling like that's coming soon. Also, I think that Mira has some sort of relationship with one of the flyers. I thought it was the girl, I don't remember her name, from the last book. But now she has a hate relationship with Drake currently, and which means they could have a nice enemies to lovers moment, which I would also like. But regardless, something's got to happen with one of these, right? Right. We just met Santa's mom! Ah, and she's some sort of weird peace hippie person. Just kidding, I don't actually know that. We have seen her in exactly 2 sentences. I'm sorry. What just happened? Oh, 1. Eric? Respectfully, you can hit me with your card, I'd say thank you. Love the man. I'm on page 306. We're at the end of chapter 35. I just had dinner, if you know what I mean. And now Garrick isn't breathing. T. Someone made a theory. I saw a theory that someone thought that maybe his mom had the ability of like farsight, or like being like a seer, like being able to see things in the future. Perhaps maybe they're right, because this is feeling sus. So we hate his mom. Frick you. Why does everyone, like earlier, why is everyone pissing me off? Okay, I am on the last, like, 80-ish pages of the book, so let's do a little recap so far. Riddick, my favorite human, so funny. The line of him being like, and I hate sewing, iconic. However, but I also like it. I love this part because I like that we got to see a little more, like, protective and, like serious side of him, too. I'm like, oh, I love him. Also, and then her being a dream walker. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Why did no one put that together? Like, she said it, and I was like, oh. I just had, like, assumed that, like, the sage could, like, infiltrate dreams or something like that, but no. Nope, she can dream walk. So, that's fun. That was interesting. Also the fact that they found the, Irid dragon scale people, and they were terrible to Andarna. Wind it up, because that made me so mad. If you're mean to Andarna, I'm going to punch you in the face. But I just really got to the part that they came back. So, like, also, maybe they're not as bad as I think they are. But I have the last 80-ish pages, so I'm going to record myself reading the rest, so we'll see how this goes. Excuse me. I know that we are hinting at, like, whatever her silver hair is, And I feel like we're getting there. We're about to find out what her silver hair is. But the top of chapter 53 says, Asher returned today. Gods help us if anyone finds out. I'm not sure I'll ever forgive him for what he's done to her. I'm sticking with my theory that he's from the Isles. It has to be, right? Right. No. No way. No way. And Darna can't be gone? What? I don't know if I want to cry, or if I'm just mad, or what? I have fear. Give it back. Are you needing attention?
No.
Have I been ignoring you all day?
Yeah.
Excuse me, what? Turn venom? Oh. So her dad took her to get dedicated to the god. Touch of a god would help that child. So he was trying to fix her. Okay, that was a lot. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about her dad. Why is her dad starting to feel just so sus? Okay. He's a seer, isn't he? Eric can see the future, can't he? No freaking way. Wait. Do we think Sloane would be able to cure the venom? Oh good, Mira's alive. How wonderful. What does this mean? Ah! What does it mean? I agree with Bodhi's line of thinking. Sending Taryn away seems like a terrible idea. Yeah, who is him? That is what's killing me. The Venom all keep referring to they're gonna bring Violet to him, and we don't even know who he is. Oh, I'm so confused. Oh, interesting. She's a storm wielder. Oh no. Her example. What? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. What? Rhiannon. Interesting. Why do we have a Rhiannon chapter right now? Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. I'm tripping right now. Hold on. This is Rhiannon. Okay. Oh, I feel ill. Hey, that's the line that she says she likes. Let us be menaces. That was not how I was expecting that line to be used in the slightest. Okay. This is not feeling like this is gonna end well. Wow, Fergie has some sass. Wait, this is crazy. Violet can't die, right? Right? You know, it's funny because she is actually not alright, yet she's telling Xaden that she's fine. This is not feeling okay. I'm stressed. My heart is pounding. Oh good, Mira's alive still. She's still breathing. We love Taryn's sass. Then I suggest you not throw it. Thither. Imogen, what is going on? Why are we getting so many POVs? The last words of Imogen's mom. Oh no. Please don't tell me that Imogen's about to die. Please don't. I like seeing everyone's like dynamics with their dragons. I find it kind of funny. Wait. Does Imogen have a second signet? Is it fire? Can she make a shield? I'm confused. Can she turn things to stone? I don't get it. I don't got it. So Quinn's dying. Oh my gosh. We made it a good one. We made it a good one. I'm feeling unwell. Okay. Ooh. Okay, and we're back to Violet. Oh, this is an emotional roller coaster. Oh gosh. What has Eric been doing this whole time? I feel like I need a book of all the things that Eric did during this book. Because I feel like this man was being very sneaky. Or he could see things, he's a seer of some sort, and so he knows what's going on. This is not feeling like this is gonna end well. Oh, if if Violet turns Venom, I'm done. I'm gonna be taken out. Goodbye. Oh, lovely. Conduit gone. Of course. Oh. They're getting caught by a net. I'm covering because I can see that there's like something written in thick lettering, so I don't want my eyes to jump to it. Oh, lovely. They're stuck in nets, both him and Sigil. Lovely. That seems... So, Violet was touched by the gods at, what was the isle called? Umbriel. Which is where this Venom's from, right? I think it's coming together now. Ah, there's the Onyx Storm. Shadows spread like a ripple on the lake, devouring the field in a fury of an onyx storm and sweeping toward us at a speed that squeezes the hope from my chest. Oh my gosh, wait. Eric has precognition. I release the bolt, plunging us into darkness and surge to the fire burning me alive. Wait, what? And then we have this 8th chapter! The only thing more unpredictable than the volatile province that is Tyrandor is her duke. There is a reason reigning aristocracy, whatever, should never wear black. Oh my gosh. Is this the last chapter? I think it is. No way. Wait, I'm so confused. Pancheck. Who's Pancheck again? Frick me, I can't remember his name. What is happening? No! I knew it. What? Why, Zayden? Why would you do that? I saw this coming from a mile away. I really did. Hold on. Oh gosh. Oh, no way. No way. What? What? No. Shut up. What did you do? My head snaps towards Imogen and a deep sense of foreboding takes root in my chest. She slowly lifts her gaze to mine. What you asked me to. And that's the end. Are you joking? No way. No, 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 no. What? What did they do? Wait, I'm so confused. Can we go back for a second? So we don't know who he is. Is it Garrick? Is it Bodhi? It's gotta be one of them. Because then they said they can't find Garrick. No freaking way. No way. You know, I saw this coming. Like, I figured that they were going to get married, but they were going to have some sort of, like, binding marriage by the end because it was hinted so many freaking times in the book. But I was not expecting this. What in the world is going on? I'm feeling unwell. What does this mean? Ah! Oh my gosh. I think I need to contemplate and sit on this for 24 hours before I give a review. What in the world? What happened? No! Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't even know what to think. Alright, it has been a few days and I have had enough time, I feel like, to process everything, see other people's theories, everyone else's thoughts, etc. So now I'm ready to share my final thoughts about Onyx Storm. I really did love it. I feel like I was really nervous going into this book because it's really common for basically like the middle book in a series, especially when it comes to fantasy, for it to be for lack of better terms, boring. Like, a lot of it is usually like they have to get characters from one place to another in order for the series to continue, and usually the middle book is doing that, but a lot of times the characters don't really actually have to go that far, and so they end up just walking around in circles, or it gets really boring, it lags on, etc., etc. Now, I would say the definition of this book is that this book had so much going on, yet like nothing at all. We definitely had a lot going on, but it was stuff that really didn't actually get us anywhere. The plot wasn't really happening, or they were going into battles, and then it was like, oh, we didn't need to do that. Back to plan square one. You know, there was a lot of like trying something and then back to square one, trying something and then back to square one. Yet, however, what I will say is that after reading a lot of books and experiencing this a lot, this is definitely probably one of the best middle books I have read, in the sense of there was still entertaining things happening. And what this book has that I really like is the fact that it has romance in it, and that is such a huge part of the book, because even if there's not something happening within the plot, you can always fall back onto the romance aspect. The romance aspect isn't like overbearing sometimes. I feel like sometimes it can be. But I definitely feel like this had a good balance of both. I definitely didn't like the fact that I feel like we really actually didn't have anything happen until the last like maybe 100 pages. It's not my fave when books do that. I know that's how Sarah J. Maas does a lot of things, but regardless, I still think I appreciated the fact that there were things that were happening, like them going to the Isles, where I was like, okay, this is starting to feel pointless, but I still appreciated the fact that by the end of the book, there was still somewhat of a point. We got to get a better idea of who her dad was, understand who this Venom is, and why Violet's hair is silver. Like, at least it had a purpose by the end. Just in the moment, it didn't have a purpose, so I appreciated that. I love the character arcs of all the characters. I love that we got to see more of some characters like Riddick. I also like that we got to see some dynamics between the writers and their dragons. The ending got me. Okay, I had assumed that they were going to be married by the end of the book. Honestly, I'm going to be honest, that was just a given. By the very first time it was mentioned in the beginning of the book, I was like, they will be married, and there will be like a where is my wife or where is my husband by the end of the book. I did not expect, however, for it to go the way that it did. I have lots of theories and lots of thoughts, but I'm gonna have to share them all later and do a whole other episode on that. You can also listen to my book podcast, LA Reads Podcast, because we're gonna be doing an episode on Onyx Storm, and I'll probably share a lot more of like my theories and stuff there. But regardless, I appreciated the fact that it was foreshadowed to the point where it wasn't like that crazy of a surprise that it happened, but I appreciated that it then was also twisted into a way that made it less unexpected. And I was like, wait, I mean, I expect them to get married, but this is not how I thought at all. It was definitely, I think, very, very well written, and it makes you just, you want to know what happens next so bad. The last thing I want to say too is I loved all the different signets. I was kind of shocked by Violet's signet. It was one of those things where when it was revealed that she was a dreamwalker, I was like, oh, yeah, I guess that is pretty obvious, like by an Iron Flame. But in the moment, I was so convinced that she was going to be a distance wielder, and so it definitely threw me off. Regardless, though, I still liked it. I was happy that at least someone was a distance wielder, and I liked that it was Garrick. I think that was a great fit. I also love that Eric is precognition. I think that is amazing, and the fact that he was just so sneaky with everything, like, it just, chef's kiss. Regardless, I think is that everyone's signet that we know. Now it's more of just discovering what the other people's second signet is, which I think was a really interesting thing to have happen, I guess, in this book. The fact that the marked ones have second signets. I'm intrigued, to say the very least. So, regardless, I really did like it. I ended up rating it a 4 out of 5 stars. Just because there were times where I did feel like it was lagging just a little bit. Also, I'm just hard on books. I would say it's a 4 or 4.5. I think that if I were to read it again, though, I think that it would be even higher. I just genuinely, usually when I'm reading books, I'm like constantly trying to like dissect it all and like theorize as I'm going, but I just truly was so immersed in the book that I just didn't even like register a lot of things, I feel like. And so I'm really excited to do a reread of it, because I feel like I'm even going to love it even more the second time I read it, which is really rare for me. Usually I like books less when I read them again. So regardless, I'm really happy. But thank you guys so much for listening to watching this week's episode. It was a really good time. I'm realizing as I'm watching them back that I need to be better at talking through what I'm reading, so I apologize for that. We're getting new to this YouTube thing, okay? We're getting there. We will get there eventually. But thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys subscribe and turn on notifications so you know that when I post every single Tuesday. And I will see you all next week. I love you all. Mwah. And go read some books. Should I start saying that? It's the ending line is not coming to me.
I'm walking slow.